Good day everyone, this is Ma'am Kat and in this video I am just going to continue yun pong naputol natin na discussion last meeting. And itutuloy ko po ay doon sa may second example ng compound interest up to the end. For our second example, for compound interest, a savings account earns an annual interest rate of 3% compounded monthly. If 5,000 pesos is invested, calculate the amount in the account after 1 year and 6 months. So kung mapapansin po ninyo, dito sa ating given problem number 2, ang given na natin sa time ay 1 year and 6 months. Meron na siyang months. So let's compute the equivalent number of years kapag meron na pong given months. So para po makuha iyon, once na meron na ditong 1 year o as is na po tayo diyan sa 1, and then mag-plus tayo for us to get the number of years, kapag months po yung ibinigay, we are going to divide that by 12. Bakit po 12? Because there are 12 months in 1 year. So 6 divided by 12, that is 0.5. So 1 plus 0.5, ang equivalent po natin ng 1 year and 6 months will be 1.5 years. So ito po yung gagamitin natin doon sa number of years. So first, let A sub n be the amount in the account. So let's compute for the value of n. So para po makompute natin yung value ng n, gaya po nung sabi ko last meeting natin, number of years, so yun na-compute natin na 1.5 times yung n value per year. Kung maaalala po, n value is makukuha natin doon sa mababanggit sa problem na compounded. Since ang nabanggit sa problem ay compounded monthly, so ang gagamitin po nating n value per year ay 12. So 1.5 times 12, that will give us 18 conversion periods. Meaning to say, ang kailangan po nating isolve is A sub 18. Next, let's compute for the value of R. So, nabanggit ko pong formula is 1 plus the given rate divided by the n value per year. So, that will be 1 plus, ang rate po na given ay 3%. 3% is equivalent to 0.03. And then divide by the n value per year, which is 12 nga po dahil compounded monthly. So kapag ilalagay natin siya ng diretso sa calculator, 1 plus 0.03 divide by 12, that will give us 1.0025. And next, for A sub 1 or the first term, para po makompute iyan, yung ating given na 5,000 pesos, imumultiply po natin sa ating common ratio na 1.0025. So, multiply that to number, ang makukuha po natin ay 5,012.50. So, once na meron na po kayong N, R, at saka A sub 1, let us now proceed with geometric sequence. Formula for nth term. So, ilalagay po dito is of course A sub 18 equals A sub 1 natin, 5,012.5 times value of R, 1.0025 raised to N, which is 18, and then copy lang po yung minus 1. 18 minus 1, so that will be 17. And then, again, once na na-minus na natin yung ating exponent, idiretso na po natin ito sa ating calculator. 5,012.5 times 1.0025 raised to 17, the answer is approximately equal to 5,229.85. Let's now proceed with another essential term in financial mathematics, which is investment growth. So this refers to how the value of your money increases over time when you put it into a financial vehicle, kagaya po ng bank accounts, mutual funds, stocks, or even a small business. So this growth can happen in different ways, kagaya po halimbawa sa interest when you deposit money in a bank. So kapag po nagde-deposit tayo ng pera Sa mga bangko, it's either meron tayong simple or compound interest na nagigain and doon po lumalaki yung ating pera. Another is market gains. So if you invest in stocks or mutual funds, your money can grow depending on the market's performance. Let's have our first example regarding investment growth. J. Mark invested in a small business. During the first year, he earned 2,000 pesos, and his earnings doubled each year. Calculate his earnings in the 8th year and determine the total earnings from the first year through the 8th year. So kung mapapansin po dito sa ating problem, dalawa yung tinatanong or dalawa yung kailangan po nating i-compute. The first one is the earnings in the 8th year, and then the second one is the total earnings from the first year to the 8th year. So unahin po natin yung earnings in the 8th year. For our solution, alamin po muna natin ano ba yung mas applicable gamitin sa investment. Is it arithmetic or geometric sequence? So kung mapapansin po ninyo sa ating given, meron diyang doubled each year or yung word na doubled. When we say doubled, meaning to say, tayo po ay nag-multiply. Ano po? So kung tayo ay mag-multiply, it is best to use geometric sequence. Now, let's identify the given. So, ang kailangan po nating isolve yung ika-8 year. So, that will be 8 term or 8, A sub 8. Ang atin pong kailangan ng mga given is yung value ng N, ng R, at ng A sub 1. So, value ng N, ayun na siya. That is 8. Value of common ratio, when we say doubled, nadodoble, ibig sabihin that will be 2. Imino-multiply natin siya ng minumultiply ng 2. Ang A sub 1 natin, that will be 2,000. First year po niya ay 2,000 yung kanyang nakuha. So, for the nth term of geometric sequence, again, we are going to use this formula. A sub n equals A sub 1 times common ratio raised to n minus 1. So, ilalagay po natin dito, A sub 8 equals 2,000 yung ating A sub 1. Ang ating common ratio is 2. Raised to n is 8 and then copy po minus 1. 8 minus 1, that will be 7. And then, diretso na po ulit natin siya sa calculator. 2,000 times 2 raised to 7. That will give us the final answer, 256,000. Ibig sabihin po, nung ika-8 year niya, ang earnings na po niya ay 256,000. Next, i-compute naman po natin yung total earnings from first year up to 8th year. So, kung iyan po ay total earnings from first to 8th year, meaning to say, ang kailangan po nating isolve is the geometric series. Since ang ginamit natin ay geometric sequence, of course, walang iba tayong gagamitin kundi geometric series. So, same pa rin naman yung mga given. Ang kailangan lang nating i-compute ngayon is S sub 8. Okay. So, meron tayong dalawang formula na pwedeng gamitin doon sa finite geometric series. And ang ginamit ko po dito ay yung hindi given yung last term. Okay, let's substitute the values. Ang lalagay dito S sub 8 equals, so A sub 1 is 2,000. 1 minus, ang R po natin is 2 and then raised to 8. All over 1 minus, ang R po ulit natin ay 2. So, let's compute yung nandito po sa parenthesis at yung nandito sa denominator. 2,000, and then, pwede po ninyong ilagay ito sa calculator. 1 minus 2 raised to 8, that will give us negative 255. And then, 1 minus 2, that will give us negative 1. So, i-multiply po natin ito. 2,000 times negative 255. That will give us negative 510,000 divided by negative 1. Copy lang po natin yung denominator. So, negative divided by negative, that will give us positive answer. And that will be positive 510,000. So, ibig sabihin po, kapag pinag-plus natin yung 2,000, yung second term, third, fourth, fifth, hanggang ika-8 year niya, ang magiging total earnings po niya from first year to 8th year is 510,000. Okay, another example po tayo. A small bookstore earns 5,000 pesos in its first month. So, automatic, meron na agad tayong first term. Each month after, the store sales increase by 1,000 pesos. How much will the bookstore earn in the 10th month, and how much total did he earn in the first month? So, ganun pa rin po, dalawa yung ating kailangan i-compute, yung na-earn niya nung ika-10th month at yung total earnings niya for the first month, mula first month hanggang ika-10 buwan po niya. So, kung mapapansin po, ang ating problem, each month after, yung mga sumusunod daw pong months, the sales increase by 1,000 pesos. So, meaning to say, kada buwan, nag-i-increase yung kanyang kita ng 1,000 pesos. So, kung nag-i-increase ng 1,000 pesos, is it arithmetic or geometric sequence? Yes, that will be arithmetic sequence. Ano po? You really have to analyze the problem. If ever na ang nabanggit ay doubled, tripled, quadrupled, yan po ay geometric sequence. Pero kung nag-i-increase ng 1,000 each month, gagamitin po natin ay arithmetic sequence. So I hope naging malinaw po Depende sa problem kung arithmetic or geometric yung ating gagamitin. Okay. So, ang kailangan po nating i-compute is a sub 10. Value ng n is, of course, 10. And syempre, arithmetic sequence, ang gagamitin po natin ay common difference. Ang common difference natin dito is, of course, 1,000. And ang first month niya or first term natin will be 5,000 pesos. So for our arithmetic sequence, a sub n equals a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. So substitute the values. Lalagay po natin dito is a sub 10 equals, first term is 5,000 plus 10 minus 1 times the common difference, 1,000. So 10 minus 1, that will give us 9. And 9 times 1,000 is 9,000. 5,000 plus 9,000, the total is 14,000 pesos. Ibig sabihin, kung nung ika-first month niya ay siya ay naka 5,000, ika-10th month niya, ang kanyang na-earn po or nakuha niyang sales is 14,000. Next, yung ikalawang tanong naman po. So again, na-solve natin yung a sub 10 equals 14,000. Ang second question, how much total did he earn in the first 10 months? Since total po from the first 10 months ang kino-compute, kailangan na po natin is the arithmetic series. So meron po tayong dalawang formula for arithmetic series. Yung given yung last term at yung hindi given yung last term. So, ang ginamit ko na po ay yung given yung ating last term, which is yung na-compute po natin na a sub 10, which is yung 14,000. Okay, let's compute. S sub n, so this will be S sub 10 equals, ang n natin is 10, divide by 2, a sub 1 is 5,000, and then plus, yung last term natin, yung a sub 10 is 14,000. Take note, kapag yung isa po yung inyong gagamitin, hindi po natin kailangan ito, pero kailangan natin yung common difference. Pero since ito yung ginamit natin na formula for arithmetic series, hindi po natin gagamitin dito yung common difference. Tanging ang kailangan lang po natin sa formula ay yung n, a sub 1 at yung last term. So 10 divided by 2, that will give us 5. And then 5 plus 5,000 plus 14,000 is 19,000. And then we are going to multiply 5 times 19,000. The total from the first 10 months is 95,000 pesos. Meaning to say, kapag po pinag-plus-plus yung sales niya from first, second, third, up to 10th month, ang kanya pong magiging total is 95,000 pesos. That is the end of our lesson 7, applications of sequences and series in financial mathematics. For your learning outcome activity number 7 or LOA 7, solve each problem below by applying the appropriate concept or formula from financial mathematics. Show complete solutions and box your final answers. Use the correct mathematical procedures and proper labeling of variables. So, meron po ako ditong 4 word problems and ang points po ng bawat problem ay 5 points each. So, total of 20 points. This is to be submitted on August 3 and 4. 3 po para doon sa mga namimit ko ng Monday and August 4 naman po para sa mga namimit ko every Tuesday.